Everybody, welcome to week 4, day 1. Our big focus this week is going to be on shooting. Okay, once again, we always start with some technical warm-up. So we're going to start with a 3x3 square. As you can see, I don't have shoes on today, so there's no excuses why you can't be training. All right. First one. All right, it's going to be a pull, touch, strike. Okay, so the ball you're gonna pull back, strike it with your laces and stop it. Okay, so the ball comes back, strike. Okay, so you're just pulling it back, locking your ankle, and making sure that ball goes forward. You're gonna do 15 with your right, same thing here, 15 with your left. All right, you really want that ankle to be nice and tight so it bounces off of it. Bang, bang, bang. Don't be afraid to go slow before you go fast. All right, part of the reason I'm doing this with my shoes off is so that you can see the real form of how my foot is, right? Okay, not only can we shoot with our laces, but we can shoot with the inside of our foot. So the ball's gonna be pulled back. This time you're touching forward with your inside foot. Okay, it should bounce off of it. Nice tight ankle. 15 on your right, 15 on your left. Okay, once you get good, you can do both feet. All right, lastly, what we're gonna do, similar to week 3, okay? You're gonna push it to the outside, fake shot, and croive it back. Fake shot, and croive it back. So you want the ball rolling, pretend you're gonna shoot, pull it behind you. Take a touch wide, pretend you're gonna shoot, roll it behind you, right? So really what you're trying to do is fake that shot, come in behind you, reset, boom. Okay, take a touch, boom, reset. Here we go. And a little bit of speed. Let's do it. All right, everybody, here's week 4, day 2 of shooting. All right, week 1, we were practicing on just keeping our ankle locked. This week, we're going to send our body through it and land on our shooting foot. So now you're going to get one step into the ball. The ball should be able to lift, and you should be able to provide quite a bit of power. Remember, the faster your heel comes back, the more torque you'll create to get the shot off. All right? Avoid keeping a straight leg here. Very difficult to strike with just a straight leg. Just like when you're throwing a baseball or a football, okay? Your elbow, same thing as your knee. When a football player or baseball player is throwing, their arm comes back to move it forward. Same thing with the soccer player. You're going to come back. Your heel will come back quick to create power to go through. So here's a quick example. You get one step. Hey, a great strike will pop back into you. So once again, one step. Your heel's coming back, leaning over the ball, and you're striking through it. Quick tip, make sure you land on your shooting foot. Once again. Good luck. All right, some common problems. I see a lot of players, as they're learning to shoot, they end up stretching through the ball and leaving their plant foot down. Okay? How can we avoid that? So a lot of you are going to end up doing this. Right? Very difficult to do there because you're coming in and you end up stretching through. You say, well, I'm landing on my shooting foot, coach. Okay? The problem is that you're coming and you're stretching out and leaving this foot behind you. Right? Our whole body's coming in. So a good way to avoid that is when you strike a ball, is after you hit it. Right? Your knee should now be coming up near your chest, lifting your body, and your body should float through. So in slow motion, as you come in, okay, your knees should be coming up. So you avoid stretching. So it's one step, it's here, and now, boom. So after you strike through that ball, you're keeping that knee bent and making sure your body's going through it and up, all right? Once again, a lot of you will come out and stretch through it. Maybe another hint, another factor is you're replacing your plant foot with your shooting foot. So as you hit it, your plant foot might should have end up in the air. So just look to replace. Don't stretch through, which a lot of you will do in the very first instances, but rather, as you strike a ball, keep your body bent for it to come into you, right? You're striking through it, you're almost looking to replace your plant foot with your shooting foot. Good luck. All right, buddy, here's shooting. All right, the second exercise on day 2. So after you get used to stepping into the ball, now we're going to add a roll to it. Okay, so the ball is going to be rolling forward, and you're going to look to strike it. All right. Now, key factor here is some of you, as you go to strike it, might be placing your foot where you would normally do when it's standing still. But you have to remember that the ball continues to roll. And as it's moving and you go to strike it, your plant foot now ends up here. Your toes now on it. You end up leaning back and chipping the ball. Right? So as it's rolling, your plant foot should now start in front of the ball. So once you go to strike it, the ball rolls into the spot where you need to hit. So once again, as you're rolling it, your plant foot should start in front of the ball so it rolls into the distance, the correct distance to strike it. So here's an example. Once again, I'll roll it forward. As you can tell, my plant foot started here or in front, and the ball rolled in a great position for you to come in and strike it. I'm going to do one more example. Ball comes in. Ball has now rolled into where it needs to be. So a quick tip to the rule is as you go to plant, your heel should be in front of the ball. So you give a whole 2-ball rolling distance to strike. Now here comes full motion. Ball comes forward. We'll do it again. Yep. And we'll go one more time. Now, with that said, ball comes in, roll, boom, hit. Some of you might strike too high on it. Okay? Another quick tip. When you go to hit it, as you go to plant, you should be winding to strike. That'll help reduce the idea that the ball rolls too far. So I'm going to roll it forward again. As you can tell, as I'm going into plant, my foot's already coming up, and it's one full motion. Ball's rolled. One full motion. So you may be doing this. Okay? That's because you're planting and then trying to set up. So let it roll.